All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Justin Clark here, and I am going to do a morning market analysis here pretty quickly. I think it's pretty obvious what's happening in the markets right now. So we're going to take a look at this. Obviously, yesterday we almost broke through and made a new all-time high, but we didn't. So that's never great. So we're going to take a look at that. I want to invite everybody, if you're coming on this and you want these morning market analysis straight to your inbox or to your notifications on Facebook, make sure to follow me on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm getting some alerts in here, which is always good. I'll show you guys these. When there are things happening in the market, what's so cool about our system is I don't even have to really honestly pay attention to the markets very much. Just I start getting notices that something's happening. So right now our system found TIA USD. So that's what I'm going to be tracking and seeing if there's any trade opportunities based on our strategy. And our strategy is very simple to learn. There's a free boot camp you can do. Should take you about 40 minutes. You can learn our main trade that we do in that free strategy. And if you had somebody who shared this video with you, or you know the person who introduced you, you can get back with them. They will get you a link to get the free boot camp. Oh, more stuff's happening. We got Doge on here now. That just came in. So there you go. This is how cool this system is. So now it's telling me, all right, go look at this, check this out. So it's really given us all the information we need straight to our smartphone when it's happening. And I don't know about you, but I want to live life. I don't want to sit in front of a computer 24/7 staring at charts, trying to make money in a market. That sounds miserable. What's so great about our system is they come right into your smartphone, so you can just execute the trades there. I don't care where you are. I happen to be home right now, which is great, but you can be really anywhere with this system and doing it. All right. As you come on, let me know if you're watching this live or if you're watching on a replay. You can also drop a comment of where you are tuning in from. So let's dig into what's happening here. Last thing, if you do want to get that free boot camp and you don't have anybody who referred you, you can shoot an email to support@iCoinPro.com. They will be more than happy to connect you with somebody in your area, or figure out if you were referred by somebody. They can do that as well. All right, let's go look at Bitcoin. So here's what we're seeing right now with Bitcoin. And we use this chart setup, which for those who are members of iCoinPro, if you go to your training page, my iCoinPro training, we have a course that is 1 week to learn how to use the system. That's it, part-time. Some people bang it out in 2 to 3 days. So you can do the 1 week course to learn how to trade with the system. But this is a bonus part 3. And if you go into this module, it's called MA Momentum, stands for Moving Average Momentum. It's kind of a standalone module. You can do it at any point. You'll learn how to use this chart setup that I use really to evaluate what's happening with Bitcoin. All right. So yesterday, obviously, we went up. We almost got there. We almost set a new all-time high. 73,709.99 was the previous all-time high on Coinbase. Yesterday, we got to $73,624.98. So everybody's wondering, okay, are we going up or are we not? And I will tell you this. If we don't go up, which I don't know. Okay, here's one thing. I don't ever try to predict these markets. I just react to them. I've been doing this strategy of small trades, small profits, and compounding my returns since September 2019. I have been outperforming Bitcoin ever since that point when I perfected this system. So I never really worry if the market's going to go to 100,000 or back to 1,000 when it comes to Bitcoin. But I watch Bitcoin closely because all of the coins in crypto respond to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dumps big, they're going to sometimes dump even bigger. If Bitcoin blows up big, sometimes they can go up. Sometimes they don't go up as much as you think they would when Bitcoin's moving and shaking. So again, lots of alerts in here. So I have to be probably busy right after this this Zoom or live. So anyway, all right, back to what we were talking about here on this chart. If we don't break through 74,000 with some good volume and continue up, we could have a situation where this market's going to interpret that as what's called a double top. Okay. Nobody likes that. It's not good. So even if we are going to go higher, ultimately, we may need a bit of a retrace before we can do that. Will that happen? I don't know. But it's a potential, right? And that's all you can do in trading is you can know your potentials. We deal with a pretty definite trade. I have a documented 97% plus win rate with it from not a short period of time, September of 2019 up through March of 2023. So that is a long period of time. Not like those Instagram guys that have 2 good months in 2021 and they keep bragging on those, for years, trying to sell you their course. All right. Been doing this a long time. I'll continue to do this because the system works and I love it. So with that said, we'll have to see what happens here. Right now, we are getting a bit of a retrace. Okay. The key on this chart, this moving average momentum, all of these lines are moving averages. So they're just calculations of price looking back a certain period of time. All right. You don't have to know how it works. You just have to know how to use it. It's like a TV. All right. So right now, whenever we're trading everything above all of these, lines, that's good. That's potentially building momentum upward in a bullish fashion. Whenever we're trading below all of these lines, we're potentially building momentum in a bearish fashion. So right now, things overall do look pretty positive. I mean, we are trading above. We broke through a major downtrend line here. We retested it, got confirmation. Everybody went, cool, man, time to buy. And then they started buying again. Okay. As long as we stay above this light purple line, bull markets like it when we don't, go under that light purple line. Right. And it could be a little bit of a slow process. Like this was a slow takeoff till it really started ramping up and then it kind of fizzled. So as long as we stay above that, which is at about, I'm going to tell you 70K is going to be the first line of defense. So we got to stay above 70. If we lose 70, we could retest about 68. Okay. Staying above 68,000 would probably keep the buyers pretty happy. If we lose 68,000, then we got a challenge here with probably 65. And if we lose 65, 60, and then below that, this is the last line of defense of the bull scenario, which is probably 57, 58K would be the area to stay above there. All right. Now, big things can happen. I mean, a big move could happen. We could jump all the way down. We had some pretty big dumps. But again, things generally tend to ebb and flow. And you can see that on the chart. These candles here, they're called candles. The green ones and the red ones are where the price is, for those who don't know. If you do the free boot camp, you'll know all this stuff completely as far as how charts work. So, we need to stay above that. So right now, here's the keys. 74,000, we need to get above and over with volume to potentially get the buyers excited and the market setting its sights on higher prices. Obviously, we know 100K, probably a target a lot of people have. Oh, this is a nice comment. Thank you, Clive. Trading with iCoinPro is the smartest choice I made. Ice cold newbies can seriously become successful at day trading with iCoinPro. I approve this message. All right. So 74K on the upside. On the downside, 70K, if we lose that, we can put pressure on 68. If we put pressure on 70K and 68, we probably will see quite a few of the altcoins do much bigger dumps. And that's generally how it works. Like Bitcoin goes down 5% and the alts go down 15%. They're exaggerated. All right. We trade mainly the altcoins with our system. That's what we do. So for today, let's keep an eye on that. Probably 68K, 70K, then 68K. And on the upside, 74K is the one to take out. The other thing I wanted to point out, and this was interesting, I was kind of thinking that maybe when you look at this, there's we use this to kind of gauge the overall potential for a bigger move happening. And this is on a site called Blockchain Whispers. They just pull the data right from Binance, the longs and shorts on Binance. So what a long is somebody who's betting Bitcoin's going up with leverage. What a short is somebody who's betting Bitcoin's going down with leverage. So the shorts right now, more people are betting Bitcoin's going down with leverage, but it's not at a point that's overconfident. Once this number gets over 70%, then the market's potentially getting overconfident and it can do a big move the other way, right? So everybody's betting Bitcoin's going down 70%, 73%, 75%. It's like a pressure cooker building up and building up. And it doesn't, it just keeps creeping up, right? So what ends up happening is what's called a squeeze, all right? In this case, it would be a short squeeze. And all these people who are betting Bitcoin was going down get squeezed out of the market en masse. They get liquidated, right? When you hear about people blowing out accounts, it's because of this leverage trading, right? So it's very dangerous. I don't even teach it at all. And we don't need it because of the way that we trade with our system. It's kind of like leverage trading, but you don't have to use leverage because of our software and finding the good coins that are moving well with volume. So with that said, yeah, longs, we're not in a super overconfident situation yet, which has me a little bit concerned, right? So if this number stays pretty even, then we might not, I thought we were building up to a short squeeze is what I'm trying to say. I thought that the price was going to keep creeping up and then this was going to go over 70% and we could like blow the top off, right? And bust through 74. But the fact that today I'm waking up, this is at about 62. It's still a little high, but it's not overconfident yet. I don't know. I'm seeing it a little bit less likely and we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Again, I don't know what, again, anybody who tells you they know what's going to happen one day to the next is a fool. We just react and we have a definite trade. When it happens, we know what to do and how to profit from it and win. So that's the one thing is we're not setting up for that short squeeze potential just yet, in my opinion, the way that I look at these charts. So again, none of this is financial investment advice. It is what it is. So we'll just have to see what happens here. But as they say in trading, steps to the top, elevator to the bottom. Didn't quite take an elevator yet, so anything can happen here. We'll see how things shape up. So that's everything I've got as far as looking at Bitcoin. So again, 74K, we need to obviously get above. We're trading up high, so please be cautious in any of your trades that you're doing. All right, meaning that you want to look for really good trades and get in and out and be slow to ladder buy. Ladder buying is how we add a little bit to the position. So definitely up this high, you want to be slow to ladder buy, and then you want to take your profits when you get them. All right. And then as far as other coins to look at, we've got definitely not really excited about DGen. That's lower volume. I like 10 million and up. So TIA is on my list. Well is on my list. Maybe Bonk. So probably TIA, Well, and Bonk I'll be keeping an eye on. But luckily, the software is keeping an eye on them for me. So whatever gets active or happening is probably what I trade. And I'll trade. And the trackers here, we have a spread tracker, blow up tracker, and dump tracker. They do they do an amazing job because they just tell you when things are happening, so you don't have to sit here and even look at the charts. So whatever this finds for a good dip trade, I'll take a look at. Blow up tracker tracks things that blow up huge in 24 hours, and dump tracker tracks coins that are dumping big. So that software finds those things and then it adds it to your list so we can keep an eye on it. So that is everything that I've got for today. Again, I think we all need to be cautious. We are trading near an all-time high. We may go through it, we may not, but please be cautious. Sometimes it's good to wait for a couple dip sequences on an altcoin, like one or two, so that you're and look for good roller coastering, meaning the price is going up and down, versus these creepy little dips right now. Just I would leave them alone. Don't touch those. because we are so high. So wait till the price drops, reverts, drops lower, reverts, drops lower. And that's roller coastering. The price is going up and down and undulating like that. That means that buyers are showing up and getting excited about it on the trades. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. And again, if you want to learn about iCoinPro, do the free bootcamp, get back with the person who shared this video, or shoot an email to support@icoinpro.com. They will help you get rolling, either connect you with who introduced you or find you somebody if you don't have anybody who referred you. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.